just doesn't understand, how tenuous the situation is. And this is why at least the continent is really getting so much more serious about opening up borders and letting, industries work at that level of aggregation. But still, there's a lot to be done. We're all, some of these shocks coming our way will have a silver lining in it. We'll start to really pay attention to building, exciting markets that can allow us to be a little bit more self-sufficient in a number of areas. I think, fertilizer is a case in point. So many SMEs are agricultural in nature, and it's an important input in productivity. And, if you have dislocations in global trade, and, so much of fertilizer in Africa is imported, how do we deal with that? So, sometimes it's not just what's at the level of the control of those of us within Africa. You face these very complicated situations. And this past 2 days here in Washington, a lot of us are discussing how can we accelerate some of these projects so that you can actually unleash the power of some level of industrial development. So yeah, these are very reflective times around the chain. It's a value chain, and the SMEs don't live in isolation. There's so many different things that affect them. But we're hoping we'll come out of this stronger in the years to come.
Thank you. Any more?
So I'm very curious to learn more about the fellow panelists, about how they have seen this synergy between IFC and TI in terms of enabling capital, mobilizing capital to SMEs, because from my work I have seen that we have provided more and more capital through debt and equity and other type of instruments to SMEs. But I would love to know more from the private sector and people in the field, how do they see the synergy? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. Emir, that I cannot answer for you.
No, that's a good question. So I think maybe two types of synergies. First, I think we discussed briefly before the synergy during the due diligence. I think it was clear. The fact that we have IFC is our main lender today at Amer Power. We have probably $1 billion of debt, project finance debt with IFC. So when you do project finance with IFC, you need to go through certain steps. You need to hire a lot of advisors, and you produce reports. These reports, I think, were very useful for our media team, and you need to respect certain standards. So I think that's clear on the due diligence. The second aspect is regarding equity, because as of today, I cannot disclose all the details because it's confidential, but we are raising equity capital. IFC is one of the investors we approach. And despite the fact that IFC is part of the World Bank Group, it's in the DFI, still they're asking for a certain return to be met. So they need to invest today, and basically they will expect for return in the future. So I think the fact that we have media portfolio is helping them to get some comfort on how much return they could accept. So I think on this front it was also helpful, not only for IFC but